Next on the show, Jezza is here. What are you saying, Jezza?
What's up? Can you hear me? Morning.
Yes, my friend. Morning. What's your thoughts on this news? Still talk that he wants to stay at Barca as a priority. Lots more talk now of the wages holding this up. Barca have agreed a new structure with Man United on this fee. Do you see this deal happening in favour of Man United or in favour of Barca and De Jong? What's your thoughts, mate?
My thoughts are, if United do get him in the end, then it's worth the wait. It's worth the hustle and bustle. Has the price gotten back up to 80 million now? Or because that's what I'm seeing on like social media, it's like 80, 85 million, which is what they were asking for initially. Am I correct in saying that or not?
Sorry, say that again.
The reason why I'm asking about the price is because earlier I was hearing from like various Man United content creators that Murto and the new regime had gotten the price down, because then it would have been worth the wait. But if you just end up paying initially what they were asking for, which is upwards of 80 million, then they might have as well have paid that earlier.
Yeah, so they wanted 100 million euros to begin with. We got the price down to we got the price down to 85 million. That price hasn't changed in this new structure. We're just paying more. Most of the add-ons, by the way, so the 20 million in add-ons we were going to pay in the original deal were going to be appearance related, essentially. We're now just going to give it 10 million up front. The total cost is still 85 million. So nothing has changed in terms of the total price.
Okay. Well, as long as United get him, and it's not the Jadon Sancho scenario. I mean, you're being hindered with the salary that was deferred, that is owed to him, and he wants his money. But United just need to get the deal done. If they don't, then on a PR level, social media, everybody's going to have a meltdown. And it'll be kind of sad, especially if they don't get a replacement. But then again, teams like Liverpool, teams like Man City, when they've waited in the transfer windows and actually gotten the manager's player, then it's obviously breeded a lot of success for them. For me, the interesting one is the Martinez deal, because obviously everybody's saying that he's can play left back, midfield, centre back, and then you've told us that majority of his games, and he won Ajax Player of the Season playing centre back. But when we played them at the Bridge, he was in midfield and he was phenomenal. Do you think he could be an alternative to play in your midfield? Because then you're looking at a midfield of him, Fred, Bruno, maybe.
He may be, but again, most of the Ajax fans I've spoken to have said he was generally pretty poor in midfield, pretty poor at left back. Did okay. It weren't until he went into central midfield that he was sensational. Yeah. So he probably had some good games in midfield. I think that's a position that he'll play in. If he comes in and plays elsewhere, I'd be very shocked. But I'm just going with the body of work that's out there. 220 games in his career.
Yeah,
I think it's around 195 of them have been at centre back. So
so he's a centre back then.
Yeah.
It's the Arsenal fans, you see, because he was linked to Arsenal. Then you saw all the videos and the clips and the edits, telling them, them telling us that he's going to play in place of Kieran Tierney. So I thought he would be a left back, but then I thought back to the game at the Bridge and I watched the highlights and stuff. I was like, I swear, this whole time I was under the impression he was a midfielder because of that game. But I guess if he's going to play centre back, then what's going to happen with Harry Maguire if he's the captain?
Well, play better or get dropped. Like that's kind of it for me. It's one of those interesting ones. Yeah, so I've got the total stats are here. So he's played in his career. A little bit less than it, because this shows his European career. So in Europe, 139 games at centre back, 22 games as a DM, 12 games as a left back. I mean, he's played 3 games as a right back. So he's a centre back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
he's a centre back.
He's a centre back. Again, he's the kind of guy where if all our centre backs are fit and we've got a midfield crisis, yes, you could put him into that midfield area. Yes, if you've got a left back crisis, he can go into left back. But I have felt all along, whatever club he ended up at, he would end up being one of the primary centre backs. I think he's that good. And I've always believed that. Listen, Jezza, great call, my friend. Thanks for coming on and having
your... buddy. Thank you.
Thank you. Sarim's on the show next. What are you saying, Sarim?
Just 1 second, bro. I'm just swallowing. I was just eating while you were talking.
Sorry, man.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just want to say about Frankie de Jong. If you guys sign him, I think he'll be one of the best signings you've made in the last 10 years. Like, he's a really good player. He's nice and tidy. It'll be interesting to see how he works for United. And I think you guys need this player. Like, I just think about some of the holding midfielders we've had in the past, and they've kind of been really underrated for us, whether it was Dietmar Hamann, who helped us to win the Champions League in '05, whether it's having double pivots of Mascherano, Alonso, where we went close to winning the title against you guys, and looking at Fabinho as well. If you look at us before Fabinho was in the team, like, we always used to just counter City on a game by game basis. But when Fabinho came in, we actually went toe to toe to them and said, "Listen, you guys keep the ball. When we have it, we're going to keep it. We're going to fuck with you." Like, and that's how it worked. And I think this Frankie De Jong sign is going to be great for you guys. And let's hope it fails. Touch wood.
I hear you on that, Sarim. Top man for calling in and having your say. I appreciate it, my guy. Thank
No.
you. Thank you.